need to go back to school.
It was a mistake, leaving you. All of you.
It's been 2 years since Gen V, and this was well the way. It was one of my most anticipated shows, and it hits on every single level. We dive deeper into the mysteries. We get more into the characters, and you guys do a phenomenal job. But Lizzie, we're going to start with you because Emma really struggled with her abilities last season, both physically and emotionally. In season 2, how much more control does she have over her powers, and how does that growth change the way that she sees herself?
Yeah, Emma goes on quite a journey this season, I will say. And I think over the course of trying to be a hero, because Andre was the first person to believe in her, she really still doubts herself. She still goes through the season not knowing if she can prove Andre right. And her powers this season, she does realize that she can control them, but also by still hating herself. So it's like, okay, we don't have an ED, but we still have to hate, it's kind of this double-edged sword. And but then in the finale, there's a really big moment for her that I don't think she even realized at the time she could do it.
Oh, that's amazing. Now, Maddie, Cate is a character where nothing ever goes according to plan. Her choices have some of the heaviest fallout from season 1. Talk to me about how her journey with loyalty and redemption evolved this year.
Yeah, so this year, she really is doesn't have any friends in the beginning, and it's really hard for her because she's got these expectations. She thinks that everything might go smoothly, and the kids are all coming back to school, and her hopes are really up. And then she immediately has a very rude awakening and realizes that nothing really has changed. If not, it's gotten worse. There's a lot of, blame when it comes to Andre's death. And so it's really hard for her. There's a lot of, the sensation of feeling torn is really, really going on there. So the redemption journey that she has comes from, her friends sort of having the patience and grace to sort of like give her another chance. And it also, has to come from her experiencing certain things so that her own perspective can be shifted, because sometimes you got to have the bubble popped a little bit to be able to get that perspective. And it's not just someone being like, you're wrong, and you just going like, oh, I guess you're right. You really just have to go through it. So she does experience some things that lead to an evolution there and some redemption.
I really love your character's journey this season. Asa, I love your character's journey as well, because Sam arguably had the biggest transformation from last season. Where do we find him emotionally at the start of season 2? And how much is he wrestling from the fallout of those decisions this year?
Yeah, I think greatly wrestling with the fallout of those decisions. I think that the thing that was so fun about Sam's journey is that in the first season, there's so much discovery. Everything's new. There's really no sense of a baseline to compare any person or situation to. And all of a sudden, he's kind of thrust into these incredibly important decisions, which end up affecting hundreds and maybe thousands of people, in his immediate life. When we meet him at the top of the second season, I think that we see a really different person. We see a person that's in a very different place and is wanting to really fit into this identity of power and control, and that Homelander and I think Cate kind of both have represented to him. I think the thing that's always kind of connected with me about Sam is that even in the midst of those incredibly dire situations and decisions, he has a strong sense of conscience still, and that leads him to question everything on some level, and hopefully continues to propel him towards trying to make the right decision.
Absolutely. One of the biggest surprises last year was the dynamic we had with Emma and Sam. It was one of the most surprising relationships of the last season. What can you tease about where they are now, Lizzie?
Sam, Emma's perspective in the beginning is very much where Emma starts out just emotionally, is her heart's been broken like heavily by Sam and also Andre's passing. So she's protective of her heart. She has a lot of walls. She's really angry. So they meet in a very interesting place. Like they're so at a different frequency. A lot of the things Emma would do season 1, I don't think she would do season 2 into the beginning. And then I think there's always just a pull between Emma and Sam, though. You don't want to like the person, but they always get under your skin. That's how I kind of view them.
Well, look, you guys did a phenomenal job. I cannot wait to see what's next. Thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Let me be very clear. This plan is crazy and I hate it. But I'm it.